Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So last year, I bought myself a new car, and when I say new car, I mean second-hand car. So, because there's no way I could afford a brand new car. So I bought myself a new second-hand car, and I picked it up, I think, in either the end of June or the end of July 2025. I can't remember exactly, but so I've had it about 10 months, I think it is. So I just thought I'd do a video just kind of summarising how that's affected my budget. So when I bought the car, my main aim was that I did not want to borrow money to buy the car. So for a fair while, I kind of realised that the time would come when I would need to replace my car. So I had been saving up for a very, very long time to buy a new car because I knew that I did not want to have a loan, so I wanted to pay cash for it. And luckily enough, I was able to find a car that fit within my budget. I had an upper limit budget and it came a little bit under that, so I was really happy with that. So I was able to pay cash, so I don't have a loan, no repayments, and that is awesome because that was my main goal. That's the main thing I had when I was going to replace a car. I did not want to have a loan for it. So because I had a little bit of money left over in my kind of budget, I did have a tow bar and roof racks installed, and that's left me with a tiny bit more money left in the budget. And I'm going to spend that to get one of those roof rack boxes, things you can put on your roof racks, because I want to use that for when I go camping or away on road trips, so I can load that with some stuff to save having to put stuff in the back seats and stuff like that. So overall, it's fit within my budget to get it how I want it, to do what I want to do with it, and I'm really happy with that. So I'm just got a few areas and I'm going to go through and talk about whether it's more expensive, the same, or whatever compared to the car that I had. I had a 2002 Mazda Hatch, and it was the best car I've ever had. It was awesome, but it was starting to cost me money to keep it on the road, and it had a few issues that were going to cost me money. So I thought the time was right to get my new car, which is a Hyundai, and it's worked out. I think it's worked out really well. I really love the car. It's going well. And I'm just going to go through some areas in my budget. So services. So I've had to get the Hyundai serviced once so far. It was just a fairly basic service. I did have a bit of a chat to my mechanic, and he said for basic services, it'll be about the same between the two cars. He's been servicing my car for a little while now, probably 4 years or so. So he was familiar with my old car. And he said for basic services, it'll be about the same. So where it might be different though, is with major services, or if something happens and I need to replace parts. He did say depending on what needs to be done, it could be about comparable, about the same. But in general, it'll cost me more in the Hyundai for a major service, and if I need to replace parts. Now, I was basically expecting that, so that wasn't really news to me, and I had kind of adjusted my budget accordingly because I do put money away for services, and I had actually increased that a little bit for this car, so that hopefully will cover any expenses that comes up. Petrol. So both cars take the same petrol. The Hyundai though, its petrol tank is bigger than what the Mazda's was. Now, I think the Hyundai, is a 50 litre tank, and I think the Mazda's was a 45 or a 40. So there's about 5 to 10 litres difference between the two. So obviously, because the petrol tank is bigger in the Hyundai, it costs more to fill it. And again, I knew that and I expected that. So though with the Hyundai, I get better fuel economy. So while yes, it does physically cost more to fill it because it's a bigger tank, I think because of the way better fuel economy, I think the new car might be kind of ahead of the old car when it comes to petrol. But over time, I guess we'll see. Now, insurance. Insurance is more expensive in the new Hyundai because in this car I've got comprehensive insurance which covers everything. In my Mazda, for my Mazda, I only had third party insurance which only covers if I'm in an accident that my car's not covered. It will just cover any kind of damage done to the car that I'd hit or any injuries to the people in the car that I've hit. So completely different insurance policies. So I knew from the start that this car would cost more for the insurance, and I'm happy with that. I've adjusted my budget accordingly. Now, stuff like roadside, and these items, I'm going through these particular items because these are things I've budgeted for. So, roadside assist, I've had roadside assist for a very long time. Basically, anything goes wrong with my car, if it won't start, something like that, I can ring them, they'll come and they'll help me out. That's what roadside assist is, just for in case you're watching from a different country. Roadside assist, and the cost of that will be the same. That'll be the same regardless of the car that I drive, because I have a level of cover that I can ring them regardless of the car I drive. I can ring them and they will come and help me. It doesn't matter what car I'm driving. I could be in a rental car in Tasmania and I could ring them and they would come and help me. So for my roadside assist, I'm kind of more covered than what actual car I'm driving. So the car is actually immaterial. So the cost will be the same for the roadside assist. Now when it comes to tyres, it's a bigger car. It has bigger tyres. They will be more expensive. So I was budgeting for my Mazda. I was budgeting $500, and that's how much the tyres cost me last time. Now when I'm talking about tyres, I'm talking about the set of 4 tyres. Because in general, I always buy, when I replace my tyres, I'll always replace all of them at the same time. Normally, you can get a better deal if you do all 4 at the same time. Sometimes you might be able to get 4 tyres, pay for 3 kind of deal, depending on where you go. So when I'm talking tyres, I'm talking about the set of 4. And on this car, the Hyundai will be more expensive. Now, depending on what type of tyre I get, will depend on how much more it's going to cost me. So I've done a bit of research and I've changed my budget to be $800 for the set of 4 for the Hyundai. That's on the lower end. But there seems to be a few different options on the type of tyres I can get, depending on whether I want to get off-road tyres, road tyres. It depends. So I'm going with $800 and I'll see how that goes. Obviously, when it comes time to buy the tyres, I'll go and see the tyre people and see what they suggest. And hopefully I can get maybe a deal, buy 4, pay for 3 kind of situation and see how we go. But I do have quite a bit of tread left on the tyres at the moment though. So I'm hoping that maybe this time next year I might have to start looking at getting new tyres. So I'm hoping to get another 12 months out of the set that I have. And in my budget, I think I've actually already got enough money to pay for almost a set of tyres. I think I had at least $500 in there last I looked. So I'm well on the way of being able to afford the tyres already anyway. So battery is another thing that I budget for. And I've only done a little bit of research for this, and I think the cost will be comparable between the 2 cars. So I'll see how it goes when I come to buy one, I suppose. I don't know. But just doing the research, just Googling and checking prices and stuff, it looks like the battery cost will be about the same. So that's quite good. Now, the only other thing that I want to do with the car is it came with a dash cam, but it's quite an old dash cam and it doesn't have a rear dash cam camera. So the last kind of thing I want to spend on the car is to get a new dash cam and a rear facing dash cam in the car. So I'm not quite sure how much that will cost me, but I do know someone who recently got one installed, and it was about $500, and that included a front facing and a rear facing camera. So that's about the last thing I've got, as well as a rooftop box. That's the last two things I'm going to get for the car, and then it's ready to go. So I'm thinking I've probably got maybe another $1,000 worth to spend on the car. For the dash cam, I'll have to save up because I'll only have enough money to get the rooftop box. Or actually, maybe I could get the dash cam. Maybe I could get the dash cam now and get the rooftop box later. But I've only kind of got enough money left in my car budget to get one, not both. So that just means for whatever I don't get now, I'll just have to start saving up for that, and I'm happy with that. That's cool. So I've got no problems with that. So overall, I'm really glad that I went ahead and I did it, and I found the car that I found because I love it so far. It's got a lot of bells and whistles that the little Mazda didn't have. Considering it's a 2002 car, it didn't have anything fancy on that at all. This car, I think, is a 2017 model. It has reversing camera. It has all these bells and whistles that I'm still getting used to. But I'm really loving it. So I'm really pleased that I managed to find this car. And yeah, overall, I think, yes, it is going to cost me more. And I'm okay with that, because I think the overall benefit I'm going to get from it far outweighs the cost. So I have adjusted my budget accordingly in these categories where I needed to. I guess time will tell if I've, accounted for enough in my budget or not, and I'll just see how I go. So yeah. So if you're looking for like a new car, if you've recently bought one, just pop in the comments how your budget went, affording it, and how your budget's going if you're trying to save for one. Let me know how you're going. And yeah, maybe I'll do another one of these videos when I've had the car for 12 months, 18 months, just to maybe once I've had to pay for some of these things, I'll tell you if it was a disaster or whether I had it covered in my budget. We'll see. So anyway, as always, I hope you're good. I hope your budget's on track, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.